Oh man, who else has a Stanley Cup hangover? I mean, it was just an amazing, short but sweet, epic final, wasn't it, folks? But when all was said and done, it finally happened. It finally happened. Washington has won the Stanley Cup. And on a larger note, Alexander Ovechkin, he finally got the cup. All the jokes, all the memes, all the remarks about how the Caps can't win it. They can't do it when it counts. Ovechkin disappears. All of that is gone. It is gone with the win, I tell you. The Capitals finally did it, and I was watching when when Ellis scored that goal. I don't know how that goal could have happened. I mean, the puck was right behind Furry's back, and Ellis just put it in. When Ellis scored that goal, I saw that clock, and oh my goodness, they're on the clock now. They are on the clock, and the time was winding down. At one point, the clock was actually malfunctioned. But I said, this can only happen in a Stanley Cup Final with Washington in it. That the clock would malfunction. They would just mess with it one more time. But it was real. That puck, the icing was called with 0.6 of a second left. It was real. It's not a dream. It's not a mirage. It's not a hallucination. Washington won the cup. And I said, Alex Ovechkin. That's the story here, because Alex had played 13 years, pretty much in the shadow of Sidney Crosby. Of course, Sid and Alex were drafted together, same year. And of course, Ovechkin had to watch as Sid won 3 cups. And a lot of times Sid went through him in his en route to the cup. But Ovi finally exercised some demons. He got a bunch of monkeys off his back. He finally got past the Penguins. He finally got past the second round. He finally got to the third round and got past that. And he finally got himself a Stanley Cup. And he certainly pulled his weight. He scored 3 goals in that final. His first career Stanley Cup Final goal came in game number 2, which was the first of Washington's 4 straight wins. Now, here's some fun facts about this year's final. Obviously, this is the first final since 2011 where the winner of Game 1 would actually lose the final. Of course, 2011 saw Vancouver win both Games 1 and 2, but Boston ended up beating them in 7 games. This is the 3rd straight year that the Cup was clinched on road ice. The Game 5 last night was in Vegas. And this is the first, I think this is the first time champion to be crowned since the Kings won the whole thing in 2012. And like the Kings, the Capitals were the Road Warriors. 10 of their 16 wins in the Stanley Cup playoffs were outside of DC. And that includes last night's Game 5 when they clinched the Cup. And speaking of, I mentioned Vegas. You know, like I said, this was about Washington win the whole thing, but we cannot just override what the Knights accomplished. First year in existence, and they go all the way to the final, fall 3 wins short of the Cup. You know how many teams who have been around longer than that haven't even come close to the Stanley Cup? They were 3 wins away in their inaugural season of play. So that's definitely a feather in the caps of the Vegas Golden Knights. So that made for a terrific final and a terrific story one way or the other. But when the dust was settled, Washington hoisted the cup, and I couldn't help but just laugh just have a smile on my face. Not as big as Ovechkin's, but a smile when I watch Ovechkin. Just always think, ooh, he was excited. He was full of enthusiasm. He was full of excitement when they got past Pittsburgh because he finally got past the second round. And with each game they won, and when they got past the conference finals, past Tampa, the excitement increased, and he was all over the place with that crooked smile, reminded me of Mick Foley. I mean, it was just amazing. He was so fired up. And can you blame the man? 13 years, one of the greatest players in the league today, he finally gets the cup. That's his validation. Not that he needed it. I mean, all those Richard trophies, and the man can score hat tricks blindfolded. The only thing he didn't accomplish was that cup, and he got it last night. Now that's a Hall of Fame career pretty much cemented. He's got it all, and especially on a team that was pretty much cursed, plagued, and chock full of past playoff failures. He won the cup with that team. He didn't jump ship. He didn't jump ship like certain people in sports, Kevin Durant. But he did it. He got the cup, and now Alex is in the rare position of having nowhere else to go but down, or he could repeat. We don't know. Crosby did. But yeah. So it was a fitting end to what was another insane season. Congratulations to the Capitals and their fans, the All Caps fans, for finally hoisting that cup after 44 years of existence. It was well deserved, and it was such an epic moment, an epic end of the season, and that's it. That's all for the season. Now the hockey season's over, but All-Star break is coming in baseball in about a month. I think I'll post a video recapping everything in baseball entering the break, and I can't wait for the Canadian Football League season starts in a few days. So I'll have my quarterly report. So again, congratulations to Washington, and until then,